Abdoulaye, 94th minute winner. Just how on earth did that feel?
It feels amazing, you know. we have a perfect game plan today. I think we play brilliantly. I think all the team worked so hard, and I think we deserve the win. You know, we create so many chances, and obviously the goal at the end, last minute. I believe I'm gonna score today. On the ball arrive at the right time. Dwight make a perfect ball. Ghana make a perfect run, and the finish was top as well.
There's going to be a lot of people questioning that celebration as well. Can you tell me about it?
I mean, I do a couple of celebrations, you know, so I think, you know, maybe people will know, but at the moment, you know, maybe I'm like, you know, it's going to be my last month at the club. To be honest, I love this club, and yeah, you know, I try to play well, and I try to deserve what I want.
Perfect. And did it come from a no room for racism class?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about that. So, yeah, obviously, like, you know, I meet some kid before this week, and they asked me to do a celebration if I score, and I do it for them.
You would have made a child very happy this week in a classroom.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, sometimes you had a feeling. I think I had a feeling today I'm going to score, and it was a top week for us.
Let's go back quickly to that first half. A lot of possession, but it was a very cagey game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we dominate them from the first minute. We won a lot of challenge. We controlled the ball. We created chances. I think we needed to score some goals. And obviously it came very late. But obviously I think everyone's going to take that today.
What was the chat in the dressing room at half time?
Manager very happy with the performance. And he knows we need to be more clinical in front. And we knew we have to score here to win the game. And I think today was a perfect finish at the end.
And it feels as though it was a really well-deserved victory in the end, because Everton really had the upper hand for most of it, Shaun.
Yeah, they did. From like Doucouré said, from minute goal, they were just at it. They were in with the tackles, being hard, putting Forest on the back foot, and kept them there in many ways, and kept creating half chances and chances they thought they could have done better with, but didn't just happen. And they just kept pushing. And the amazing thing is that even in that 94th minute, the running power between all of them was phenomenal. You could see how much more they wanted that 3 points.
Is there any better feeling for a striker to score a goal in the 94th minute, Glenn?
There's no other better feeling for any player on the pitch, Seema. It's the best feeling to it. His away fans were right there in front of him as well, and I think we can tell how excited he was by, I think he got 3 celebrations within 30 seconds, didn't he? But they're the moments you live for, and they're the moments that Everton worked so hard for. They were brilliant all afternoon, and I think they matched and surpassed Nottingham Forest for desire, and we haven't seen that very often this season.
Yeah, and actually that was his 7th goal, and what a time to score it, Shaun.
It's the perfect time to score it. I think they needed it. It's given them a lot more breathing space down there. And the mistake, look, here it is, the press right now, like in 94th minute going, they're all pushing, and Murillo, the guy you don't think that would make a mistake for him, does, and O'Neill picks up, and the pass in was inch perfect. Moreno couldn't sort his feet out, but the finish was so cute and clever in going to that near post, Glenn. Yeah,
I mean, just the intensity of the press here. 94th minute this is, and you've worked your socks off all game. They're still pushing, still hurrying, and this pass here, Moreno doesn't quite sort his feet out, and then obviously when this ball arrives, you expect him to put it across the goalkeeper. That is the thing that you're taught, but he's really cute. He puts in that near post. And like I say, wheels away to the fans right in front of him, and the whole team and Everton, David Moyes, they thoroughly deserved that goal at the end of the game.
They really did, and after a string of so many draws and that defeat, back to winning ways and a really good time to win. As for Nottingham Forest, what's going on? They're a shadow of the team that we're used to seeing this season, and it's not a good time for them to be dropping form with the other teams around them picking up points.
Yeah, it's definitely not a good time for them to be dropping points. But like you said, today's performance seemed like a team that is quite tired in many ways, because they haven't got as deep a squad as everybody else. And it can come at a cost sometimes, and maybe that might be the thing. But I think where they are now, the adrenaline should be able to take them through. And I think without Aina in that back four, it kind of changes the way they defend a little bit. So they are missing a little bit of something back there as well.
Yeah, they've been criticised at times for the defensive display, even though for most of the season they've been brilliant. But do you think that maybe they peaked a bit too soon? Do you just think it's just a step too far for this last run?
No, I don't think so. I think that would be too critical of one afternoon. Obviously, they've been on a not a great run,
No.
but there'll be a sit-down meeting this week at Nottingham Forest, and they'll look each other in the eye, and they'll have a bit of a crisis meeting and discover how they can get back on track. And do you know what? It's one final push and they're in the Champions League. So, I mean, the incentive is there, and I'm sure the desire will be there as well.
Yeah, and they've been in that top 3 for most of the season, which is an incredible feat in itself. But the good news is they have Chris Wood back from injury. They have most of their players back from injury. So it shouldn't be too much for them to go until the end, should it?
It shouldn't be, but now they've got a lot of teams on their coattails, and that can change in terms of you going into games playing with a gap to now you going into games knowing and worrying that if you lose this, you could drop to possibly 4th or 5th position. So it will change a lot in terms of that. But I think from seeing what they've done and what they've done all season, I think they're capable of going again.
I think as far as Nottingham Forest are concerned, they've been on the underdogs in that position all season. Now they're starting to become a little bit of an expectation. And like you say, the pressure's on. People are closing that gap now.
Bit of a psychological shift there, isn't it? OK.
Day. Nuno, it's always cruel, isn't it, to lose a game so late on. But can you have any arguments with the result today?
No, the performance was not good. Like you said, last minute of the game, from our offensive corner, we can sit so disappointed. But in terms of the game, we were not comfortable in the pitch. Everton was dominant. They created much problems to us.
What can you put that down to, Nuno? I know it's difficult so soon after the full-time whistle, but why was it not clicking, do you think, particularly in that final third?
We were missing passes, controls, didn't create much. It was all about half chances. In terms of what is the game, the way Everton did it created problems to us. They won second balls, they were able to attack too many corners, we concede. So it was a tough one.
Did the nerves sort of come from the crowd onto the pitch? Because it seemed a little bit subdued. It's been incredible here, the atmosphere, and you're having a sensational season. But you're on the cusp of achieving something, and are the players starting to appreciate that?
Yeah, everybody felt that we were not comfortable. The fans, they've been fantastic for us, and today they felt it that the boys were not able to do the things that usually do and become silent. But the fans, it's not about the fans. The fans are always behind us. It's about us achieving what we want to achieve till the end of the season. It's in our hands, so we have to regroup and bounce back.
And that's the main point, right?
Yeah,
the positive note, 6 games to go in your hands.
That's the only thing but we have to do better.
Yeah, Nuno, thank you.
Thank you, Will. Nice to see you.
And it's a big game away from home against Spurs next for them as Nuno plays his former club. Right, on that note, it's time for us to say goodbye. It's been a pleasure having your company, gents, and a pleasure having yours. But do not go anywhere because the Premier League continues as Arsenal take on Brentford in the company of Manish and...